Okay, today's selection is Hibiscus Ginger from GT's, and I grabbed it today because, because I've never had it, and I love their plain ginger, and I know hibiscus is screaming good for you. It's a very popular ingredient in a lot of kombuchas. And I was looking for a new kombucha, that's what I always look for, but I realized, hey, I have never had this one, I have never tried it, and it's probably screaming good. Sometimes I just get so used to having all the ones that I normally have that I don't think to value them properly, and I just overlook them. So I thought, why not do another GT's? Ginger is fantastic. Their original ginger is one of my favorites. So they added hibiscus to it. That can only make it wonderful. I don't know if it'll make it better, but I'm sure it'll make it great. So, here we go. GT's Hibiscus Ginger. And again, GT's is my favorite brand. They are, I'm sure they're not the total original as far as marketing kombucha in America, but they're the ones that took it to the world, so to speak. They're the ones that brought it to the big time. And they are my favorite. I issued a challenge early on in the creation of this channel to anyone who could turn me on to any kombucha that is better than GT's, and I have not had that experience yet. Although Kombucha Town has come close. They're a local Northwest company out of Bellingham, Washington, and they come really darn close. So I have still yet to find one that I like more or as much as GT's though, even though Kombucha Town comes very close. I have reviewed and tried tons of them that are fantastic. And they're all very unique in their own ways, which I love about kombucha. It's just like wine or beer or cigars or basketball players or stars or anything you're into, right? There's variations that are very cool in between each of them. And the same is for me with kombucha. There are tons of different ones, and the variations in between them are all fantastic. That's why I love doing this, right? It's so fun. I'm like a fine wine connoisseur, except I do it with kombucha. It's just like an art to me. And just as an addendum, for those of you who don't know, I've been drinking kombucha for about 23 years now. I've spent roughly $30,000 on it because I don't brew my own. I have tried, but having tried and failed, I just choose to buy what's out there. And so since I've had zillions of kombuchas, not literally, of course, but I've had thousands of kombuchas, literally thousands. Not thousands of different brands, but thousands of kombuchas and probably, 30 different brands, maybe. I thought, well, why not put it to use and give that knowledge to you, the happy consumer? Because there's a lot of people out there who are wondering about this kombucha thing because it's becoming all the rage and taking over the world, as it should, because it's way better for us than soda, and about 99.9999999% of the other energy drinks out there. It's better for us than beer. It's better for us than probably most other kinds of alcohol out there. And yet it still makes us feel good and it still makes us happy. So that's why we like kombucha. And that's why we try to get you to drink kombucha as well. That said, my name is Jesse Price and I am a kombuchaholic. Well, okay. Anyways, moving on. Let's read the ingredients. GT's kombucha, this is their base for all of their kombuchas. They have other drinks, but this is their base for all their kombuchas. Kombucha culture, which is kombucha culture, which is the SCOBY. It's a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. That goes with every kombucha. That's what makes kombucha. Black tea, green tea, and kiwi juice, okay? 98% of GT's different flavors start with that. And then they add in ingredients to flavor it. The ingredients in this one are hibiscus, which we love, fresh pressed ginger juice, which we love, lemon juice, which we love, and 100% pure love, which we love. Okay, so this is why we love kombucha. This is why we love GTs, actually. So, let's see. I love reading the bottle, although I've read GT's bottles so many times, but I still like reading it because they're fun. They say renew, rebalance, rebuild, reclaim, rekindle, recharge, and, you know, a lot of that is marketing, but it does renew your body in a sense. It renews the happy flora in your intestines, the probiotics, right? So that's true. Rebalance, it does. It alkalizes your body, so it does bring your pH balance back into alignment. Rebuild, and that's a stretch. Reclaim, yeah, it helps you to reclaim your health. Rekindle, yeah, it rekindles some health inside of you. And recharge, definitely. Recharge is definitely an accurate claim. It does recharge me and you, unless you're the rare person. There are those rare people out there who should not and cannot drink kombucha, but you're rare. The rest of you, you have no excuse. So we don't like it. Well, the fact is that there are hundreds of kombuchas out there. If you've had one that you don't like, I'm speaking to a lot of my friends and family members, go find a different one, because I guarantee there's one you like. That said, let's finish reading the bottle. Let's see. Begin within. Begin with a sip of liquid life. Okay, that's a stretch. Jesus is the only one who gives us liquid life. Well, that doesn't make sense either. That's a spiritual thing. Well, it's a stretch to say that kombucha is liquid life. It's definitely liquid health and liquid energy and liquid recharge, like we were talking about earlier. And a bold bite that's undeniably electric. I will say that. That's close. Begin with a drink that is living, bubbling with nutrients and billions of probiotics. That's true. Begin with energy that nourishes your body's vitality, making you feel more alive. That is definitely true. That's why I like kombucha, right there. Energy that nourishes your body's vitality, making you feel more alive. That is flipping true. Okay, I can attest to that. Being a kombucha aficionado and having drank the stuff for 23 years now and having spent $30,000 on it, it does give you energy that nourishes your body's vitality, making you feel more alive. That really happens. That's why I love kombucha. And begin with the taste that transforms you from within. Yep, I would agree with that. Physically, it does. GT Dave, founder. Raw is real. When heated, filtered, or from concentrate, kombucha's innate nutritional integrity is forever compromised. See the proof for yourself at the bottom of every one of our bottles. Scan the QR code to learn more. All right. And then I like that in GTs they always offer words of enlightenment. Now some of them are not very enlightened, but they're very generous and they like to put, they like to give people the benefit of the doubt. So you can send in your words of enlightenment and they'll put it on a bottle. This one is from Cicely Rose Waldorf, who is a teacher and an entrepreneur in Ashland, Oregon, which I drive through regularly. I like Ashland. It's on the very southern edge of Oregon before you cross Siskiyou Pass and drop down into Northern California. Nice little place. They have a nice ski resort there. Cicely Rose says, now is the present, open it up. That's a good one, Cicely. I like it. All right, enough talk. Let's get on with hibiscus ginger from GT's. Ooh, it smells wonderful, as most GTs do. Very sharp and tangy. Okay, that has the definite GT's distinct flavor that I love. It reminds me of one of their other ones, probably the ginger. Yes. And The hibiscus is obviously in there because it's bright red. Having trouble tasting it though. I can taste it a little bit because it's a little more fruity, a little more flowery than the straight ginger. But this does remind me a lot of their straight ginger, which is actually probably my second favorite flavor of theirs. I love Trilogy is my first favorite, Cayenne is my second favorite, and Ginger is my third. So it's good. I'm just a little disappointed that I don't taste the hibiscus more. Maybe GT, add in a little more hibiscus, make the ratio a little higher. But overall, of course, it's good. The ingredients are perfect. The taste is fine. It's the same quality of taste as most of GT's, which is great. But it's not as exceptional as I was hoping, but it's still great. I definitely recommend it. And the effect on GT's is always good. I've never had a GT's that I didn't like the effect. So there we go. Nice job, GT. Rock on with your bad self. And for those of you out there who haven't got on the kombucha wagon yet, you better get on, because the wagon is coming to your town soon.